You finally get a moment of quiet. The lights are low. The day is technically over. No more emails, no more decisions, no more people needing something from you. And yet, your mind won't stop. It starts subtly at first, a single thought, then another. Before you even realize what's happening, you're replaying your entire day. That conversation you had. Did you say the right thing? That task you didn't finish? Why didn't you just push through a little harder? That decision you made? Was it the right one? And suddenly, instead of resting, you're performing again, thinking, calculating, rehearsing, fixing, even here, even now. And it's exhausting. If this is you, there's nothing wrong with you. In fact, this is what happens when you've spent your life being the one that everyone relies on. When you're the one that holds everything together, the one who solves problems, the one who anticipates what's coming next before anyone else even sees it. Your mind doesn't just turn off when the day ends, because it was never trained to. It was trained to stay on, to scan, to prepare, to stay one step ahead. So when the external world finally gets quiet, your internal one gets louder because your system is still trying to protect you. That's right. You see, what you're experiencing isn't just overthinking, it's activation. Your nervous system is still in a subtle state of fight or flight. Not the obvious kind where your heart is racing and your adrenaline is pumping, but a quieter version. A constant background hum of noise. Your body is still asking, what's next? What did I miss? What needs my attention? And your mind steps in to answer those questions over and over again. Because as long as it's thinking, it feels like it's in control. And control for a long time has been what kept you effective, successful. But the part of you that built this life is not the same part of you that knows how to let go. Thinking can solve problems, but it can't create rest. And the more you try to think your way into relaxation, the more alert you become. And that's why lying in bed and telling yourself to just stop thinking never works. Because you're asking the very system that's keeping you activated to deactivate itself, and it doesn't know how. So instead, it doubles down. More thoughts, more analysis, more loops, until your body is still, but your mind is running marathons. And somewhere deep down, there's a part of you that's tired of it. Not just physically tired, but tired of always being on. Tired of carrying the weight, holding the structure. Tired of being the one who never fully lets go. And maybe there's even a quiet resistance to stopping, because if you did stop, if you truly let go, who would you be without the constant thinking, without the vigilance, without the control? For a lot of men, that's the edge. Not just rest, but surrender. And surrender can feel unfamiliar, even unsafe, because you've learned over time that your awareness your sharpness, your constant engagement is what keeps everything running. So, of course, your system doesn't just power down at night, it stays alert, just in case. But here's the truth your body is waiting for you to hear. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to solve one more thing before you're allowed to relax. And you don't have to carry everything all the time. There is another way. Not through forcing your mind to stop, but through giving your system permission to soften. This is where most approaches fall short. They try to give you more techniques, more strategies, more things to do. But doing is what's keeping you activated. What your system actually needs is to be guided out of that state, gently, intentionally, without effort. And this is why practices like hypnosis and guided relaxation can feel so different. Because they don't ask you to figure it out. They don't require you to control your thoughts. Instead, they give your mind something safe to follow, a structure that allows you to step out of the role you've been playing all day. The one who leads, the one who decides, the one who holds everything together. And for a little while, you don't have to be that. You get to be led. You get to let your awareness soften. Let your body release. Let your mind finally slow down. Not because you forced it to, but because it no longer has to stay on guard. This is what real rest feels like. Not absence, not emptiness, but a quiet, grounded sense of safety where nothing is required of you, where there's nothing to fix, nothing to prepare for, nothing to carry, just space. And the truth is, your system already knows how to go there. It just hasn't been given the right conditions. So, instead of trying to fight your mind tonight, what if you let yourself be guided? What if, instead of holding everything together, you allowed yourself to loosen your grip even just a little? In a moment, I'm going to guide you into that space, a place where your mind doesn't have to keep running, where your body can begin to unwind, and where you can experience what it feels like to safely, intentionally let go. There's no right or wrong way to do this. There's no way that you're supposed to feel. And sometimes when you're first remembering how to relax, it doesn't feel like much at all. The truth is that you go into a trance all the time, every day, often without even noticing. So for some people, hypnosis doesn't feel much different than when you close your eyes. Others may feel a little light and floaty, while others can feel heavy and grounded. You don't need to do anything perfectly. You don't need to clear your thoughts. All you need to do is follow and allow whatever happens naturally to unfold. Just listen to the sound of my voice and understand that when you go into a trance, you always remain aware and able to move or adjust as needed. Just listen to the sound of my voice as I speak, but you don't need to control your focus. If your mind wanders, that's absolutely okay. Thoughts can appear and then pass on by without needing to follow them. Imagine now that you're standing in front of a vertical ruler. At the top, it says not at all relaxed. And on the bottom, it says as relaxed as you could ever be. Now, I want you to find on the ruler the notch that aligns with how relaxed you feel right now. And I want you to circle that notch with your finger. And I want you to keep circling it just like this. That's right. And as you continue to circle your level of relaxation, I wonder if you can remember the last time you were able to feel as relaxed as you could ever be. And I wonder if you can remember how good it felt to let go and drop into that happy headspace. Close your eyes for me now. That's right. Good. And as you focus on the memory of the last time you could feel as relaxed as you could ever be, I want you to create a picture in your mind of that scene. Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? Take yourself there and just be in the moment. And now, open your eyes. How did that feel? Nice and relaxing? Good. Let's do it again. Close your eyes. And again, let your mind wander back to that experience or another in which you could feel very, very relaxed. Feel the scene, the temperature, hear the sounds, and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can sink further into that scene and that state of relaxation, breathing in and out, and each exhale allowing you to slide deeper and deeper. And the more you remember the feeling, the easier it becomes to allow more relaxation. Now, going back to our imaginary ruler, how relaxed are you now? You can circle whatever state you're at now. And as you continue to settle into this state of relaxation, you can allow your finger to continue to slide down the ruler. As with every exhale, your subconscious takes you deeper and deeper. And when you're at the bottom and you're as relaxed as you could ever be, you can allow your hand to come to rest however it feels good. And while you sink deeper into comfort and relaxation, your subconscious is already beginning to remember how good it feels to let go, beginning to remember how to be gentle with yourself. And I wonder if it's possible to be even more relaxed than the most relaxed you thought you could ever be. In a moment, I'm going to have you open your eyes again, and I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. You might find that as I'm counting, your eyelids feel heavier and heavier. And you may notice that the more you try to fight it, the heavier they feel. So it's okay to allow them to close again when we get to 1 or before. 5, eyes open. 4, feeling so relaxed. 3, eyelids feeling heavy. 2, so heavy. 1, all the way as deep as you can go. And as you rest here in this state, you notice something. The world is still turning. Life is still carrying on. Nothing has collapsed because you took a few moments for yourself. And it feels good to be aware that you can set the weight of the world down for a while, and everything is still okay. That's right, because the more your system recognizes that it's safe to surrender, the easier it becomes to let go. Relaxation is a muscle, and the more you work it, the stronger it becomes. And as you relax here in this space, a realization surfaces. In this place, nothing is required of you. Nothing needs to be managed. Nothing needs to be held together. There is nothing expected here, nothing to fix, nothing to perform. This is a place where weight can drop without consequence, where the mind can let go of carrying everything all at once. And every time you return here to this space, your subconscious learns the path so you can come back quicker and easier. In fact, now and in future sessions, when you hear me tell you to let go, you can easily return to this state. And that's right. Those two little words can become your cue to drop back into that state. Just let go of expectations, drop your stress at the door, and allow yourself this surrender, this peace, because you deserve it, because you're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to be uncertain. You're allowed to need a little help. You don't have to be strong every second. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 back up to 5 again. And with each number, you can find your awareness returning, bringing you back, feeling calm, relaxed, and refreshed. You may find that as you go about the rest of your day, or as you settle into bed for the evening, that things feel lighter, easier. There's a certain relief in knowing that this feeling is accessible to you anytime you wish to let go. 1. Awareness returning. 2. Feeling refreshed. 3. Calm and serene. 4. Eyes open. 5. Up and aware, awake and refreshed. Hi! You're fully back, comfortable, safe, and now you know exactly what our time together will feel like from here on out. And before we end this session, I want you to notice something. You did this. You followed. You relaxed. You deepened. You let your subconscious know that you're safe in this process because you hold the final say over every suggestion. And the more we build together, the more natural it becomes. I hope this experience was able to help you leave a little stress and tension behind. And if so, next you should check out Gentle Reset for heavy days. I'm so proud of you for taking this time for yourself and this step for your well being. And I will see you again soon.